Hi guys,
Hello, people.
I'm Milena,
Lola.
and we're watching Monster today.
See, I wanna apparently it's episode 9, but I could have sworn it's episode 8.
What's your point?
Nothing. That I don't know what episode we're on. And we didn't even crack to 10 and we already forgot counting. But it's fine.
Today we're gonna watch 3 episodes of Monster.
We're gonna watch 3
We're
episodes of
gonna
Monster.
stop on episode 11.
So guys, please for the love of God, let it not be
And
a
do you know that I
cliffhanger.
think somebody answered, Robert probably.
Okay.
I think he wrote that first 5 you should, like, if you want to watch in a group of episodes,
Okay.
per 5 you should watch first 5, then you should watch next 5.
Well, we already started.
I mean, we already didn't respect that, we already didn't
told us too late, Robert.
exactly, but like we're watching episode 9, 10 and 11 now, so
Should we not? But look, it is what it is. We have to, and we're pre-filming, so wherever we leave off on episode 11, that's where we leave off for 3 weeks.
yes.
So let's say a prayer, you know what I mean? Because
True.
otherwise, it would be very
True.
bad.
Can't believe also that we're not watching Mad Men today. I want to watch both
Oh my
shows.
God! Yes.
Enjoying both shows so much, honestly.
Yeah, it's confusing me now because I renamed the things on my card to know what's on my card, and so I see Mad Men, and my mind because I read MM, my mind reads that as Monster and vice versa. It's confusing. Again, I don't know if my point was here. I just need to tell you this.
My point was that I'm enjoying so much both of the shows that
Me
we
too.
just started.
Me too.
So this is episode 9. What happened in the last episode?
Episode 8. That's a good question.
I mean, you didn't think we watched it, so how should you know? You know what I mean?
I know.
Oh my God, the episode 8 was with the girlfriend, ex-fiance.
Oh my.
You know?
Yes, I don't know her name.
She wanted to get back. She looks like Lisa. I don't know why.
What do you mean, Lisa?
You know what I want?
Lisa from Friends?
That's what I was about to say. That I want to say she looks like Lisa, but technically, just because she has blonde hair.
You literally. What is this? Do I look like Lisa?
No.
Well, then what do you mean?
No, you look like Lola. Or somebody would say Jodie Comer. Or
And
Sansa
Milena
Stark.
would get so offended at that.
I wouldn't. I just don't.
Joke. I don't see it either.
Yeah.
But
I see more with Sansa Stark, actually.
I can't see that either.
I would see it more. Just saying.
I mean, 0 times 20 is still 0 to me, so I don't know. But yes, it was her, and our guy is now on the run from the police, which is a great thing to be.
Yes. From Lunge.
Lunge.
Yes.
Lunge is... I really like Lunge.
Me too. He
he
thinks but technically, why wouldn't he? Our guy is always there.
honestly literally because I was just editing.
He was on a crime scene and then he ran away from police.
Literally, and then you want Lunge to believe that a 9-year-old child killed the doctors. That seems very far-fetched,
Oh, did you see that? We should not focus.
Yes. So I think
so.
yeah. But there's people the information that we get about the candy is it. That's all that we get about it. So but I see that people are well, I think this and this happened. So you're kind of free to draw your own conclusions as to how this could have happened or whether it happened at all.
And some people said it will be clear later when you find out how he functions and how his brain functions. But I'm not saying I don't think so.
Well, I think he's a genius.
That's what I want to say.
So maybe with
maybe when you find out more about him, or maybe even something about his past or something like that, maybe you can get more conclusions.
Or it would seem more likely that
yes.
he or how he could
It doesn't matter. I forgot about it, honestly. You know what I mean? We are
Well,
right
I have
now.
accepted it now.
Exactly. That's what I want to say. We're watching this story. We are now worried that. It's just I got.
But people comment that in episode 4.
That's what I want to say.
That.
Yeah, I just got reminded because we literally posted it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So I just got reminded what we thought and
how
but
that was honest.
annoyed.
But that was hilarious,
Yes.
honestly, because
we couldn't
the thing
accept
is,
it.
no, the thing is, these types of things that you can call plot holes that are maybe not fully believable, I don't necessarily pay attention to that. Those things, how do I say it? It's not the most important thing to me in the world. It's just that like when I base my theories on that thing and that thing turns out to be unimportant,
Yeah.
then like everything that we talked about for like 3 full episodes meant nothing.
I
you know?
also think that like I don't care at all. I
Yeah.
also think that like the reason why I would care there is because I think in my mind it could have been prevented. It couldn't be like it didn't have to.
Oh, like they
be
could have done
a plot
something else.
hole. It could have been
Well,
like
maybe there's a reason why it's like this, why it's like maybe ambiguous,
maybe.
and like
True.
you can take it or
Maybe
you cannot
true.
take it. I don't know.
I just found it like to be more like shocking or something like that. Like that it was written like that to be more shocking, let's say. You know?
Yeah.
But like I'm just saying that like in my mind, the reason why I focused on that as well is because I think it could have been easily written without a plot hole. You know, very easily, just explained. You know,
Yeah.
but it didn't. Who cares? Like that again.
These things are
about-
not important to me.
Not
that much.
important at all. I do not care about these things at all. So what I care about is the rest of the story. You know,
Exactly.
where the story is going so far. First 8 episodes, perfect. Let's watch episode 9. Let's see what's gonna happen in this one.
I love when you just like make
Stop.
us. Yeah.
Stop.
Like when you feel that. Why are we still talking? So let's go.
Let's watch.
今日も暑くなりそうだな。あんた夏だってのにそんなに着込んで暑くねえのかよ。3日前の新聞
That's how the last episode ended, right?
Yes.
Again, he's supposed to be Japanese. Wouldn't he be like very easily recognizable? Oh.
What are you gonna do with that gun? I'm just like I understand.
What do you think he's gonna do with the gun? Well, is he
Like
gonna
if
shoot?
this guy, that's what I want to say.
Is he
If
gonna
this guy
shoot?
is gonna recognize him, what is he gonna kill him? I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's very
I don't
difficult
think so.
because,
I
like,
feel
okay,
like we're not
like
that
sure,
there
if what do I call him? He like is not Johan. I have no idea what to call him. Let's say Johan.
I mean, he said like I used that name.
I use
before.
that name. Yes, but like I don't even know what his birth name was. You know what I mean?
no.
Like, is Johan just what he was named when he was with the parents from the first episode that
Yeah.
were dead? Like, I have no idea. But like, sure, let's go Johan. What was my point even here? Like, I took this and like I made it a big deal and I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, if you were to see Johan like killing someone, then like sure shoot at that moment. I feel like it would be easier. But like if you're just standing in front of me, like somehow shooting someone,
I'm not saying about
It's
Johan. It's the
difficult.
thing like I said like about this guy in the car. If he recognizes him.
Oh, like, why-
And he's
why does he have
holding
his-
gun, ready to shoot.
oh,
That's
I
what
didn't
I
even. I don't think so. I think they maybe just like
Wanted
put that there to show that
I
he's ready to
know.
shoot Johan. But yes, why he's holding
That's
that
why,
in the.
that's why I said like what are you gonna do with
Okay,
that
but like
gun?
he could have
You're gonna
threatened him.
shoot-
He would be
shoot
like,
him.
well, if you say someone, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do it, but like he could say it. I guess
is
this little girl.
Johan, can this guy not be our next target? Let's say.
This is a police station. Is she waiting for someone at the police station?
なんとも輝かしい戦歴ですな。ヒューゴー・ベルンハルトさん。
Bertolol. He looks like Trainer though.
優秀な生徒さんたちが卒業していくんでしょうな。
Seminar students?
うちの若い者もぜひあなたのレクチャーを受けて鍛え直していただきたいもんです。この男は優秀でしたか。5ヶ月ほど前、メスを握れば天才だが、銃を握ってもその素養はありましたか。
教え子に関しては話したくないんだがね。
Interesting.
So he was your student.
Is the girl waiting for him his daughter?
Okay.
Well, I thought we were gonna have to go back.
銃を習ったことは我流で撃ってた口か。いいえ、
Is he taught at all?
Not thought at all.
ことがないんです。無茶なお願いなのは分かっています。でも、あなたにお願いするしか。
うちに来たらそれまでの銃の経験を忘れてもらってる。
There's no problem with that.
人間は初めて
Really?
That's what my driver instructor
too.
told
Me
me.
too.
Like, it's good that no one ever taught you because
Yeah,
like, I have no
me
idea. I think like everyone has been to war to some degree in the 80s. Not everyone, but just like a lot of people, I'm sure. So like it's weird to not have fired a gun.
I mean, probably military as well.
Yeah,
At least here military was at that point.
yeah, mandatory.
Yeah.
縄跳び
Jumping rope.
経験があろうとなかろうと
Like, is she an orphan or something that he took in? This is about to be embarrassing next to a child. Well, he's doing a good job.
I didn't do this for a long time, and
I literally I have
know
no idea
it's
if
a
I know
great
how to do it.
exercise.
I haven't done this
For
since
your whole
elementary school, I
body.
feel like.
もっとだもっと早くだ
You know, I like this. He started from the basics because I thought he just took a gun and he's like, I'm gonna go shoot, you know?
No, he
He
really
has
thought
thought
about
this
it.
through.
Yeah.
He literally decided to dedicate his life to this. Because that's interesting because, like,
なかなか君みたいにうまく飛べないな
isn't your time spent better saving people?
君はいつもそうやって教官の代わりにやらなくちゃいけないんだ
I love that she said nothing. He took it as something.
She doesn't understand him.
Literally, what are you talking about?
アトリだひな鳥の餌でも探しているのかな
So she has no parents, I'm gonna assume.
疲れ切って食欲もない食うのもトレーニングのうちだ
はいお孫さんですか
いやあの子の母親は俺が撃ち殺したあの子の目の前でなミャンマーでだ
What? Okay, first Red was shot and killed, and then it's read by
逃
me.
げ込んだら
What?
What?
You need to explain more.
銃を構えて銃遅かったら俺が撃ち殺されていたそれで俺があの子を連れてきたってわけさ俺と暮らして以来あの子は一度も笑ったことがない一生俺を
Ashel and Thorfinn.
Sure.
Ashel and
銃
Thorfinn.
を持つとそういうことになる銃なんか持たないことだ
God.
This is horrible. I don't even know where to begin to unpack this. Like, now he has his appetite.
なんだいい匂いだなチンチョウゲの香りだありがとう
I think she might smile for the first time in this episode.
ここまでだ
じゃあ
ランニングの時間だ
そうか
走り終わったら裏のくぼ地へ来い
I'm just like, can I shoot a target,
Literally.
please?
撃場だ
Oh, okay.
Yes.
銃を撃つときには必ず引き金を2回引け二度ずつ撃つことでとどめを刺す確率は飛躍的に高くなるそれができないときはお前の命がないと思え
It will be very difficult for me to like, because the mentality of these two people is very different. Like, he is a doctor, and this one has been to war. Like, everything that he says is, you know, matter of factly and normal for him for the live and die situations, but like, as a person that has never shot before, I just like, I don't know what I would do with this information. Like, shoot twice. I've never been in this situation. Like, it would be difficult to shoot once. I mean, at a target, I could shoot 70 times, but like,
Yeah.
it's a person. I can, like, his demeanor is so sweet and kind that I cannot imagine him doing
い
it.
つも食事を用意してもらってる僕が日本の料理を作りました肉じゃがって言うんですけど気に入ってま
Does
す
it have enough protein?
箸ですこの方が日本料理の感じが出ると思って箸の使い方上手だな
Where is she from? What city did they say?
He can't hold it.
This is me. Honestly, he's doing better than me.
actually.
I don't know if it's the bird or the.
どうした？アトリのヒナだ。巣から落ちたんだな。ダメだよ。巣に返さなくちゃ。死んじゃうぞその子。巣から離して育てるのは大変なんだ。めったに育て上げることなんてできやしない。巣に返そう。お母さんのところへ。
And her mom has been taken away from her.
He is so sweet and kind. I cannot believe this is the journey that we're on.
Yeah. Oh.
What juxtaposition? What is this?
3秒で全てが決まる。旬でもミスや躊躇があれば撃ち殺されるのはお前だ。
Oh, we're back.
その男はどんな成績で卒業していきましたか？
技術面では満点だ。基礎体力もついて、集中力が抜群だ。銃で人を撃つとなると別に。
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say that.
最初のやつが撃てるか撃てないか、それで道が分かれる。銃を使えるか使えないかのね。
彼はどちらに進みますかね？彼の行方を知りませんか
5ヶ月間お世話になりました。残りの受講料をお支払いしておきます。肉じゃが食べてください。本当にありがとうございました。
I feel very sad for the girl.
そう。
彼の行方を知ってるんでしょう。
それは言えない。
I mean, it tells you everything you need to know about the man.
Yeah.
A nice episode. God.
I loved this episode.
Yes, me too.
I loved
honestly.
this episode.
I mean, I love this story, like the whole story.
This is one of my favorite episodes. I loved everything about this.
Yeah, it was slower.
Yeah, I
than
mean,
the
there was
rest.
like
We didn't
nothing.
find out anything basically. But
Yeah, like there was nothing to, let's say, technically move the plot forward.
No,
but
no.
I mean, when have we ever cared about that
yeah,
that much?
I really loved finding out more about Tenma, who he is really as a person, and also I love this story between this guy and the girl. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the show in general talks and is gonna talk a lot about, like, how do I say it, like nuances in different types of situations, because I mean he has killed her mother and now like here they are like living together, and like how do you forgive, how do you move on, do you forgive, in what circumstances do you forgive, in what circumstances is it permitted or not permitted. I think like all those questions are very very fascinating, and to me they don't necessarily have like a clear-cut answer.
Not at all.
And so like again, just establishing who, I don't know the guy's name,
Yeah.
no clue, the soldier.
Ashalat.
Ash, this was literally because like first when like before we got the idea of who they were, I was gonna say that this is like Fern and Hayton. Was it Hayton?
Hayden and Fern. Okay.
I thought because like she was quiet and like Fern was a bit quiet, so I was gonna say like it's a bit of that dynamic, it seems like, and then he said killed her mother, I was like, oh, Ashel Thorfinn. Just like without the anger part, maybe.
But like still quiet part and like
Yeah.
hurt part and like all of it,
Yeah.
like all the pain that comes with it and like grief and everything. Honestly, like when I first saw this thing, my first thought was, how is this what we're doing? How is this situation? How is this best for the girl? You know, constantly living with the person who killed her mother.
Yeah.
You know, constantly being reminded, like somehow it's like for
Yeah.
a second didn't make sense to me, but like again, this person does not have anybody. You know.
Yeah, like it seemed like, let's say, the worst option in a way, but like I think, yeah, I'm gonna assume that she literally didn't have anyone, and that like
That's what
he
I'm assuming
took
as
her
well.
in
I mean-
as sort of like this, how they say it, like he has killed this woman, and he doesn't seem like the type
No.
to, how they say, enjoy
Definitely not.
killing or something like that. He looks at it as very like, at least how he speaks about it, he looks at it very much like necessity, and it's a life or death situation. That moment, if you don't act, you're gonna be the one to die. And like he knows that he has been through war. Like they have read this whole, they have mentioned numerous fucking things that he fought in or whatever. And so like it seems to me like he really understands the price that you pay with doing this, because like he said that for Tenma, like he has trained and he has perfect scores, but at the end of the day, like, can he pull the trigger? Can he be that person that pulls the trigger? So like he understands the weight of that.
I mean, I think with him going through the war and all of it, that was the moment where like he didn't have a choice to even think about it, if he can do it or if he is gonna do this or that. Like he had to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And he became that person who can do it. And like when the situation happened, that like in that moment he said like that, like he said like that the woman was holding a gun towards him, you know.
Yeah.
So like it was either him or her. That was basically the situation that like he said like you have to understand like what it comes to it. Like he was talking with teaching time. He was talking about how it's gonna, like, you're gonna come into a situation where you're gonna have to kill a person, you know, or you're gonna be killed. And like he has lived through that.
Yeah.
And again,
you
he
have
seemed
to accept the fact that you're gonna be a monster in someone's eyes.
in somebody's eyes, exactly. And he is a monster in this little girl's eyes.
Yeah.
Because like, and he doesn't seem like a bad guy at all. You know, he seems like a kind guy, you know. And and like definitely, because the fact is that like he took her in, and she doesn't talk to him. He knows what he did to her. He knows that he destroyed her life, you know.
Yeah.
He knows it. He has to live with the fact that that girl has never smiled since that moment, you know.
Yeah.
But like at least he can provide food and
Shelter.
shelter, like bed for her, you know.
Yeah, like
we
he
even
can
see
do
this
something.
for her, and he is doing that something. And also like she is a constant for him reminder of what he did,
Yeah.
you know. And
Because like I can assume, and I mean I don't know, because like again it was a woman holding a gun, so I'm gonna assume that like a house potentially. I'm gonna assume that the woman was not necessarily like military or something like that. So like what I'm assuming is the woman potentially was holding up because she was scared, you know, and it was nothing more than that. But at that moment she's like holding a gun, you don't know if she's gonna fire. You also have a gun, so like I think it makes the situation even worse in a way, because like it was not like another soldier in front of you also holding that gun. So like it's
Absolutely.
equal footing. Like you have to be aware that probably the person in front of you is just afraid,
absolutely.
but like they can also shoot because they are afraid.
Yeah.
You know. And so like you kind of understand that the person that you shot like very likely was not this bad guy or anything. And so like that makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
It makes it very difficult for you to like accept these things that you have done, I would assume.
Yes, and then look at like he turned around and saw the girl.
Yeah.
And the girl have seen the whole thing happen in front of his eyes, so he knows what he did to her.
Yeah.
And he's gonna, like, whoever this woman was, whatever her reason of holding a gun,
Yeah.
it was. At the end of the day, he destroyed this girl's life in that moment, you know?
Yeah.
I love that he took her in. And that like he wanted to at least do what the most that he can do for her.
Yeah.
And didn't expect anything in return. He didn't expect her to laugh because like he know what he did to her, you know?
Yeah. Like, I think it's very difficult to like move past this.
So I have
You know?
sympathize. I mean, of course, I have sympathize with the girl more, but like I have sympathize with both people in this
Yeah,
scenario.
of course.
I mean, we even saw like she got up from the table and waited for him to leave until she took the
yeah, to clean
dishes
yeah.
and clean them. you
Yeah.
know? And like then there was a scene with Tenma when like he during his training he was talking to the girl. The girl didn't talk back, didn't talk anything, but there was a situation when she found bird, you know,
The baby bird.
the baby
that fell
bird,
from his nest.
and then he told her that like she should bring it back to its mom, you know,
Yeah.
because like it's gonna be hard to survive. To raise a baby bird, it's hard to survive in the outside world,
Yeah.
you know, and like and again her mom was taken away from her, and she is that baby bird who is
Yeah.
surviving in this scenario, you know,
Yeah.
and that made her smile because they took back.
I think like just the act of like putting that bird with its mother, like kind of where it belongs, was maybe cathartic in a way of like being able to like not let this go, like you will never let this go in your life, but like kind of learning to live with it, you know, like accepting in a way your reality or trying to live with it by like, let's say, helping someone else, like helping someone else reunite with their mom.
Yeah.
And after that, like she was freer to laugh. Like I think Tenma helped there a lot because like
think
it
so.
was this a third person that was like
stranger,
very
yes.
kind and that spoke to her, that like allowed her in a way to, I guess, process her emotions in the best way that she could, let's say. So that like when he left and when the soldier, again struggled with the chopsticks, then she could just like laugh,
Enjoy
like
that
as
moment,
a child.
yes.
And that like laugh was worth everything. Like that was such a beautiful moment to me.
Yeah.
And so like that made me really happy again, because it's such a weird and conflicting dynamic that they have, and again it works very good with again with the whole theme of the show being called Monster, and like what makes you one, that like they have found this unity even though the foundation of it, let's say, was very traumatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like she was able to find ways to forgive.
But yes, I agree. But like again, the most important part is that he is kind.
Yeah.
And he's very kind. He's trying his best to take care of her without asking anything in return. You know.
Yeah.
He's just trying to help her, raise her. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was
And I
if
think
it was
that-
anything else, like
That's
she
what I
would
wanna
not be
say.
receptive at all.
No,
you know?
no. That's why I think like it took her time, you know.
Yeah.
But that's why I think it is gonna, at the end of the day, even though it was such a horrible tragedy, at the end of the day, it helped her accept him, you know.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, his reaction tells you everything you need to know how much this
Yeah.
means to him and how much he's regretting. I mean, regretting. I can't say he's regretting because, like,
I think
that
he
is-
knows why he did what
Yes,
he did.
That's,
you know,
but still,
it weighs on him.
It weighs so much on him the fact what he did to this girl.
Yeah.
You know, and also the woman, but like the girl, the most important.
Of
you know?
course.
But like I think it tells you everything you need to know about both him and Tenma, the way that he spoke about Tenma. You know, because Tenma meant a lot to him. He first recognized what kind of a man he is, and also it helped him bring down this bridge between him and girl. You know.
Yeah, I mean, the second that girl left, there's nothing the police can tell you, say, or whatever for you to give up anything.
Exactly.
Like, first, you're not gonna believe that he actually killed anyone. Like,
Yes.
just like being next to Tema for like 5 minutes.
You know, exactly.
Like, that man has not
Absolutely.
shot a single fucking person.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
I find it difficult to believe that he has took a fly and like hurt it. Like, it makes no sense for his character.
But like it should also mean something to Lunge as
I
well.
thought so as well. Like, if you think that this guy is like this prolific killer,
Yeah.
like, why would this prolific killer go and like search for lessons?
Yeah, search for lessons, but also like the fact that this guy doesn't want to talk about him, doesn't want to say anything to give him up,
Yeah.
means that this guy, from his point of view, at least has a highly opinion about Tenma.
Yes, but like, you cannot. How do you judge like what type of like morality this guy has? You know what I mean? Like, that's difficult to judge. So like, his opinion of someone else cannot really form your opinion on that person, because like,
understand.
you can have different starting points, you know. But like, the thing that my mind would go to, like, if he has already like killed so many people, why would he go and like take lessons of shooting and like of training and everything? Like, that would not really necessarily make sense. So I don't know how he's processing
But
that
technically,
information.
he doesn't know that he shot anybody. So far, what he knows is that he paid people
Well,
to kill.
Yes, but like, at least the pickpocketer, because like, that's where he like, Johan shot the pickpocketer in front of him. Like, he was on that crime scene,
Yeah.
you know. So like, at least that one he could have shot. I mean, again, you could say it's easy to shoot like one person,
That's
like just
what-
kind of in the general direction
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Maybe he wants to become better, but like,
Yeah.
still, it would make me think if I was Lunge, you know, it would not necessarily go to the idea that he's like this killer already.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Again, Lunge is gonna process things.
But I don't think
on
Lunge
the
has a
process.
formed opinion, in my opinion. You know?
Well, I know. I think he is. I think for him, this is the most likely scenario, because it's kind of the only scenario at this point. So he's like searching out for it. But I think he is the type of person that like needs to get things correctly, and he is gonna be very obsessive with it. You know what I mean? Like, if there is something that doesn't fit to the puzzle, I think he's not gonna be able to let it go. You know, so
Yeah, but like that's what I want to say. I don't think he has a firm opinion that he thinks that Tenma is 100% the killer, 100% that this, 100%. You know what I mean? Like I
No.
don't think. I think he's not gonna stop until he finds out. And in
Yeah,
that way, I
for
agree that
certain.
like he is obsessive. But I don't think. I think this has happened too many times. That Tenma is on a place of a crime scene.
like, you cannot ignore it. You know.
That's what I want to
No.
say, but like I don't think he has a firm opinion about
No,
Tenma
it's just
at
like
all.
the
So
only
I
it's
think
the only
all
road
this-
that he can go.
that's
So
what
like,
I
he
wanna
knows
say.
it's definitely connected somehow to him, and it is to a degree.
Yeah, but that's what I want to say. I think all these situations that he finds out now, is finding out now, are forming his opinion about Tenma
Yeah.
and are affecting his opinion about Tenma. You know,
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And Tenma is, it's very, I feel like it's gonna be kind of difficult to watch this, because like, he seems like such a good and decent guy that like, it makes you sad that like, he is going on this crusade to basically like kill someone, because like, he feels so much guilt over like,
and responsibility. Yes.
yeah, he feels so much responsibility for like the deaths of these people that the person that he saved has killed. Especially, I guess, the doctors, because like, they would not have died if he not spoken the words. That,
And
like,
I
he-
would say
the pickpocketer.
writer.
The right. Oh yes, the
I
writer.
would say
sorry,
the
yes.
writer the most.
The
yeah.
writer, definitely.
Because he literally brought him.
Yeah, like that's like, you can say that like 4 bodies would have not be dead if it was not for him. You know, the tremendous guilt, I think, is very understandable. Like, the sad part of this says that like, you know, he's such a good and kind person, and like, and like, you know, even the time that he is spending doing this, like, I feel like would be much better used like saving people and helping people in the hospital. Again, I know that he doesn't feel like he can even save or help people properly, because like, he is so weighed down by this, I'm sure. That like, he needs to like figure this out, basically kill him. And again, that poses a question, like, if he kills Johan, like, what does it say about his character? Again, I don't think it's like, it's never that black and white to be like, oh, now he has shot this person, so like, now he is like this evil character. He is not. Like, that's not the type of person that he is, but like, he has done this bad thing.
Yeah,
you know?
I understand, but like I think at this point he does not see any other solution And I think in this situation right now, because he cannot operate, like, and because of all the guilt that he feels that he is saving and preventing death by stopping, correcting the mistake that he made by saving this person.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're gonna end up. I don't know if he's gonna kill
literally have
Johan.
no
You
idea.
know, I don't know where, like, he's right now on this road. Is this road gonna make him a worse person? Is this road gonna make him somebody completely different? Because again, he is learning how to shoot a gun, but it's one, just like I said, like, you are moving the lines. Like I said, like when I said, like, what are you gonna do with that gun? Even threatening a guy with that gun who has done nothing except see you and you're a wanted man, you know, that is also moving a line in some direction by pointing a gun at somebody. You know,
because
let
like, if you
alone
permit
shooting
yourself
somebody else.
this, then you're gonna permit yourself a bit more every single time.
Because like you
and
have
then-
already done this and you have already crossed this line, and you're just like moving that line constantly, and you can in future become somebody completely. So like it is a tragedy because we see that like he's kind-hearted guy, you know,
like literally I don't know if you know the amount of things that we see with him being so good and kind, like is this to, you know, by the end of the show you look back and you think, my god,
yes,
like this was a complete deterioration.
We have no idea where the story is going,
no
but like
idea.
He wanted for now what I think is that he wanted the medicine because he wanted to save people. That was his first motivation into going into this field, and that tells you everything you need to know about his character and who he was. But like this situation and like this whole event completely changed him. So like who is he gonna become? We're gonna have to wait and see that, honestly. Again, this was a perfect episode.
I loved everything about it. I loved that it was like slower, that it was more about nothing, random people.
No, I love
but
it.
like again, you have to build things. You have to build everything.
I mean, through these situations, we also see who Tenma is. We get to meet him more right now. Through the situation like this one, you know. Through his conversations with other people, his interactions with other people, you know. So I don't know. Again, we're gonna have to wait and see that. But love this episode. We're gonna watch the next one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.